Mhm. All right, so we're gonna do a quick smudge here. That one little hair is giving me a hard time. No, good enough. Why does it look so pink out today? It is really pink, kind of a hue to the way the sun sets. That's bizarre. I've never ever seen a pink hue to the outside world until today. Looking out my window and my door here, and you actually can see a hue of pink. So where is that hue of pink coming from? I don't know, but it's a strong hue. If you look outside, you might be able to see it still, but it's kind of really pink undertone, right? Nina, love for you. Hello, girl. How are you doing? I'm glad you stopped by. We're going to get started shortly with our smudge, and we're going to go from there. So I don't know. We're going to see where the cards take us and see what happens, right? So I'm just going to get our candle lit. Oh. But yeah, it's kind of cool. It's kind of neat to have like a pink kind of rose-colored glasses kind of energy going on outside. Oh, okay, this one doesn't want to work. Come on. There we go. Light our candle first because we need light. This is how I light mine in this sequence. Because we need light to see and fire to keep us warm. And we have communication with the other side with our incense, blessing the smoke that it is given to us every day um, from our elders to show honor to fire, show honor to Mother Earth, show honor to yourself, show honor to, the people around you. It's a good thing to have. Looking out for others. So we want good messages and good intentions given to us again today, like you've been so adamantly doing for us, Creator. So I'm going to smudge myself here. This is where I disconnect from it. For the most part, I try to be, not too involved in the reading. That's why I get the protection for myself when I'm doing other readings. But when I'm doing just basically my own personal work on it, I don't really worry about it. I just do it so that the energy that you're receiving on your end doesn't end up getting attached to me being the conduit kind of thing. So it just flows. It's like the slippery oil on whatever, right? Slip and becomes like I become like a I was gonna say something, but I'm not gonna say it. But it's bizarre, right? So I enjoy it. I like it. It keeps me boosted, keeps me happy. Half the time I don't even know what's going on. Like I actually don't even tune into that aspect of it for long. But we've also got our water. We have our water, air, which is the smoke from the incense. The water, we water signs, fire for the fire signs, and for our earth energy, we're using an eagle feather, tangible. There we go. So yeah, so that's basically, I actually did, after I had that little episode, the little episode yesterday that I got heated about, big mistake. But one sec here, I gotta grab something again. My nose is running. So back again. I just gotta close my door because it's cold here. Can't be heating the whole city here. In or out? In or out? Okay, so we're gonna get started. Yay, I'm here. Okay, so I've been working on dream catchers. Made a really nice one yesterday. So it'll kind of resemble what's going to be expected for future dream catchers as well. And I'll show you that in just a minute. Why am I grabbing a match? Oh, yeah. And when you're doing your smudging and everything, use things at its most natural resource. So in meaning, this match here is the closest thing you're going to get to a living tree. Okay, because this is where the tree comes into effect. Mother Nature is providing and giving us these what do you call resources to use, but not overuse them is what is supposed to be happening. But people aren't paying attention. They're not even giving a damn about the whole thing. They've kind of just left it to be, right? Whereas us native people, we care for the earth. We want, all we wanted in the beginning was to teach you how to do like they did when they were trying to survive here. Before the settlers came through on the boats and everything. They just wanted them to teach a simple way, but there was a communication barrier, so people didn't understand the language. Universally English is the first language, but they didn't know. My ancestors didn't know how to communicate, but they, history has said that they managed somehow to teach each other lessons. But unfortunately, the settlers took it for advantage, right? Took advantage of the situation to best suit their needs. And we just wanted in the beginning to be able to teach them to live off the land, teach them how to hunt, teach them how to, catch fish, and do things that are willful to you. Not saying that you can go out and fish the hell out of, whatever. That's why we still have, treaty code, or I don't even want to call them a code, but we have treaty rights to understand that's been the way that we've done it all our life. So we automatically have been given free status. Okay, so that means that we are here, but we don't have to necessarily pay tax. We don't necessarily have to pay for tax and gas. We do have a lot of benefits, but it's the reconciliation that they're trying to make with, make peace of it. But it's not enough to take back our own culture. We want our culture back. We want to be recognized as an entity. We want to be recognized as, somebody that's giving back to the community, and we give and give and give. Still, I don't see anywhere, and this is a truth. Where have you ever seen, the option for Aboriginal? Usually you hear about English, Chinese. We're not even in the dialect, let alone the language. And then they wonder why our language is losing, hope and focus, is because they don't even have it to acknowledge and be able to provide it to us. It doesn't make sense to me. Why is the French language the first language when it was actually Aboriginal and was here first? We should be dealing with the different dialects of the Aboriginal way. Not giving into people that want to separate from us on top of that, but to make French as the first language, that's an insult to the Aboriginal people that were here first. And it's been ever since then. It's been these little things that, we get shoved under the mat and forgotten about. We are the forgotten, we are the forgotten. There's a song about this by, what the heck is their name? But there is this song that he wrote, and it's called Hallucination. Just look up Hallucination. I think it's Red. What is it? Red. I don't know. I'll have to find it. Let me see if I can find it, because you really it's a red something. I'm not sure. Hang on one sec, guys. Oh, this computer's not even plugged in. 1 second. Let me see if I can find out what's going on here. Okay. Got my phone plugged in, so hopefully it won't die. I'm just going to use this one. Okay. borrow my partner's phone for a sec to find that. Oops, to find the name of that song. Um, A Tribe Called Red. That's the name of it. I'll put it on for a sec just so you guys can hear it. Oh, where is it now? YouTube. Here we go. So I'm just going to play a little bit of a clip because I don't want to get copyrighted.
That they cannot see.
Okay, hang on.
We live on an industrial. We are the tribe that they cannot see. We live on an industrial reservation. We are the Halusa Nation. We have been called the Indians. We have been called Native American. We have been called hostile. We have been called pagan. We have been called militant. We have been called many names. We are the Halusa Nation. We are the human beings. The callers of names cannot see us, but we can see them. We are the Halusa Nation.
So if you want to check in and listen to more of that on YouTube, look for a tribe called, a tribe called Red. I really actually like it. It's very spoken in truth for the belief system that we still carry with ourselves many years and generations later. It's still being a battle that we're fighting, and to receive the knowledge and everything from, our culture, being the original, seers and gather, or, situations where they used to come and you know, take care of us, right? And that's what we're losing. We're losing our culture, and nobody even cares, but if it was, say, a European thing like English, we were losing the English language, how do you think you guys would communicate? Like, seriously, we get shoved to the back of the line every time something happens, and we are continually clawing our way out of that and into a better formation for us, right? But not enough people even want to give us a second chance. Okay, so then that, in that recourse, then I wouldn't want to give you any second chances either. You don't deserve them then. That's like what it would be like saying it back to someone, from my point of view, right? Make yourself worthy of it. Make yourself have a more positive experience, right? So anybody wants to jump down my throat and talk about it, feel free to take that challenge. I'd be happy to challenge you on that one. Debate it, yes. We're still going through class action lawsuits and everything, and everybody just thinks that it's just a way to get rich fast. My band made a real big financial error a few years, I think it was about 10, 12 years ago, was they went and spent our band money that we had received as a band from oil royalties and such, and just the general government, you know, payoff and whatever you have, right? Um, but it bothers me. It bothers me that, they just let it go. They ended up going on a 50-50 share with a gentleman, corporation, whatever you want to call it. Um, and they went and bought a casino up here in the interior from where I live. We don't see royalties. We don't see anything coming back, or they're hiding it from us so we don't get to see how much is being generated from this casino that we invested in, which, wasn't discussed with the band members how they want to displace their money or anything, right? So, so there's an answer there's an answer and a solution to it, but they're not seeing what it is, right? You really have to be, there for the people, not because you're going to get a fat check every month, and live on that like you're, got the palace all up, and then you forget about the person that voted you in. Why? Why did we even vote you in? There's no need to. don't want you in there, right? But, the people voted, so the people won their vote, and then they want to sit and cry about it after. Well, then go cry in a corner, because you didn't vote for the right person, obviously, because you didn't do your homework, first of all. I don't even vote anymore. I could care less, really, how the government's ran. I haven't put my vote in probably in over 3 years. Have I ever wanted to vote again? I don't even care. It's not gonna matter. At the end of the day, it's not gonna matter whether you voted or not. Like, my little one vote ain't gonna make that big of a difference. You know what I mean? It's not gonna make a big difference for me, right? It is. It's very disappointing. It's unfortunate. Things have to be done for people to learn how to better the situation, the system, the matrix. You know, do it with honor, and you'll probably get honor back. But when you're just not feeling it or whatever, like, I was very interested in a video by Jay Chris. Go look him up. He did a video today, and it was all about, I think it was something about we own all your devices or something like that. It's today if you get the notification. But he was talking about a speech that Trump had given just recently. And, I'm not American, but I was drawn into hearing what he had to say. Like, what? What do you want to tell me? And I was listening to him, and he's like, he's a pawn. He's finally become the pawn that they need. And that's why I'm glad I'm not American, because I'd hate to see what's coming next for them. I don't even want to even dabble in trying to find out anything, in all reality. But yeah, no, I just like to have a little conversation before we start, allow people to make it in here. If there's not too many people, then I'm not going to bother. Um, I it's unfortunate that you guys are suffering down in the American states, that you're, it's taken a long time to get to a point of, being heard and things actually being done, but are they really getting done, or is there passing of the bill again, passing the information passed, and nobody even knows. Nobody's even made it public that, blah, 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 blah. If you want to find out about it, you have to dig deep. They're not just going to give it to you. They're not just going to give you the answers to whatever situation that they're underneath. It's like, what the hell? I feel so bad for you guys. Like, even my government up here is getting a little bit better, but not, not at a point where, I would be shouting from the rooftops or anything like that. But yeah, so we're just gonna, I don't know if there's anything you guys want to chat about. I don't get to see my chat until you actually post it, and it's actually posted, then I see a copy of it. But yeah, it's ridiculous. It doesn't make sense to me, and I feel for you guys. So we're gonna get started on, we're gonna do the overall energy reading for the weekend. So this is starting tomorrow. So we've got tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday. So we're gonna do a 3-day read for you guys. All right, so let's see. Here, you know what? I'm going to do the cloud cards. We haven't done that one for a while. We'll use the cloud cards today. We'll let the Witch's Tarot kind of take it easy. So we're going to do the cloud. Yeah, and that's the disappointing part, that, you give, okay, so now the way that I look at it, though, sorry, I missed your name there. Oh yeah, Nina, love for you. The only thing that I've noticed is that you can never make a person happy enough. Okay, you can never satisfy the need of the person when, they're not doing anything to better the situation. Like Donald Trump, he's just in the office, just making all these kind of statements and stuff, and stuff like that. So, okay, so we're gonna. These ones are so hard to shuffle. Don't buy the cloud cards big size. Get them in a little size. Be a lot easier to shuffle. But we're doing it. We're done. So we're going to take the cloud cards. We are going to look for the energy for the following Friday, Saturday, Sunday. What is it going to be like for many of us here, or anybody that happens to come across this message or is intuitively guided here? May they find or have some of the message resonate. If not, take what you need from it. personal readings are now going to be done through Discord. So if you're requesting a free reading, that's also the other thing is I am going to be using Discord for that. I'm not going to be chasing anybody for the reading. Send me an email, Shaman Emmy, with your time frame, and I will put you in for that time. Okay. I'm not going to play email tag or anything else. I've got other things that I need to get done. And playing email tag just doesn't work for me. Okay. So, email if you want a reading. Email me with your time preference if you're still owed a reading, because the communication is not there. I'm trying to figure out the best way to get a hold of you. And if only I had, my telepathy connected with yours, then we would get somewhere. So anyways, I don't have personal information. I don't keep personal information except for emails. Other than that, the rest gets destroyed. Okay, so if there's a conversation that goes on, that one would also end up being archived or deleted, because I don't like to keep people's information. It's not my business to keep that information for you. Right? So we're gonna try something a little different. So we're gonna spread the cards. I'm just gonna do a fan out here, so we have access to all the cards. Okay. So as you can see, I've done the actual major spread to pick the cards because they are so hard to shuffle. Thank God, I don't even care about the government. I don't even pay my taxes. No, I'm kidding. No, I have taxes that I need to file, and I'm late, like super, like a year too late. I didn't file my taxes for 2017. Now it's 2018. I've got 2 slips to do. Thank God I don't have to worry. If I was an American, the IRS would be knocking at my door by now, I'm sure. So that's another reason why. No, I'm kidding. Okay, so we're going to do this fan. I'm going to see, I'm seeing a card through the other card, so I'm going to take this one. It was like I could visually just transed out on it and saw the whole face of the card. So there's card 1. 2. I'm using my energy just to kind of feel the card. Okay, so I'm getting cold. Okay, so out of the back, because I was getting warm over here. So it's right in here somewhere. I pick a card. Okay. Card 3. And the overall outlook. The unknown card. Trying to this one. Okay, so that's where it comes. Okay, so I'm gonna put these back. Okay, so we've got the 3 cards. I wish I had like a camera jack to hold you guys up here so you can actually see the cards, but I'll bring the phone over so you guys can look at it. Okay, so card number 1 is the past. Card number 2 is the present, and card number 3 is the future. And that's the unknown card here. So we're going to put our healing crystal on that for now. Put him off to the side. So okay, so what I'm feeling is you've got the fiery in reverse, so meaning that you're going within yourself to reignite your self awareness, to bring yourself back to life and feel alive again. You're taking time to do a lot of resting at this point. You know, you're closing off. The fiery. You're closing off connections, right? You're blocking them. You don't want them anymore. You've basically worked through them, and now you want to let them go. So this is a way of saying that, okay, I'm turning inward to deal with my situations. That I don't need to focus my time externally on anything but internally, and view myself as just that, and work on myself. Don't let anybody else distract you from your path. You've held on to a lot of stuff, and you're still kind of, you could either be protecting yourself or letting go. Okay, so this could be like the wings covering you, could either be you're not ready to let go, or you are letting go. It's a different, there's two meanings. There's either you're leaving something or you're getting rid of something. So there's, you know, the connection there is not being understood by the other party. I don't think understanding that you're in an area of healing. You're healing from your past. You're healing from all the trauma. The trauma. Whatever you want to call it. But you've also been able to go within and heal that energy, and that's where that's in reverse. You still a little bit, a little bit of work to do, but don't give up on the process for sure. You definitely have a clue as to how things are going to go. Okay, you're protecting yourself. You're taking yourself and your value, and you're protecting that as a sacred area, right? Your sacred energy is yours and only yours, nobody else's. Okay. Then we had the lock show up in the present. So this was in reverse. So it means that you're opening up more. You're not closing yourself off to anybody that's in your life. You're kind of holding off on locking yourself away again, almost like becoming like a hermit in yourself. Like don't go into hermit mode. We're not requiring any hermit mode right now. Okay, get out there and enjoy. Don't lock anything the way you think that it should be locked up. But you know what? When you get those fun emotions and you get the happy emotions, you get the experience, uh, the joyful part of things. Would you really want to lock those away permanently, or you want to continue enjoying them? Obviously, because I would. I wouldn't want to lock them up anymore. They've been locked up and sat there for too many years that I've not paid attention to, that energy in itself, right? So don't have to lock anything up spiritually. Okay, let it all flow out. Let it be an extension of you. Let it be um, a positive termination of the old, bringing in the new. Don't lock it. You know, don't lock it. Okay. If you want to lock it to keep memories, then by all means do that. But when you're dealing with a forward motion, you can't lock everything up and move forward unless you've actually dealt with it all, right? You wouldn't need a lock if you had worked all your energy. So maybe these are messages, either you've worked through all your energy, or you're planning on locking things up and just not dealing with them because they're overwhelming. There's a lot of different messages with this lock, but because it's in reverse, that all the stuff that you are kind of moving towards, probably in your better judgment, is not to actually move in that direction, to lock, history, or lock memories away. Sorry, history. Why did I say history? Or you could have a history with someone that you can't lock it up. You know what I mean? Like maybe that's, why the word history came through, is because the partnership, um, doesn't need to be under lock and key. It doesn't need to be as private as you want it to be. It's becoming a little bit more in your face kind of energy, saying you need to focus and realize what's in front of you before you end up losing hope, right? And then you have the loop. So understanding that, that is for your future. This is the infinite thing that you happen to go through every day. And it sucks that we have to go through the negative to get to the positive to get to the negative. And so this is a negative, this is a positive end, negative end, and we have to travel within those dimensions. And that's what we get to do. People don't understand what I mean by dimensions. It's it's a level of intelligence or level of understanding that we're in this physical space, um, but it changes. Like they talk about the fourth dimension, fifth dimension. That's spiritual dimensional work, right? So four dimension would still look, your environment still looks the same, but things that are operating within that environment have changed. Okay. Um, Meaning that, what you perceived before, you decided to, you know, take on your life purpose path and seeking information. Um, it gets very, very weird. It does. It's it's kind of a funny weird though. I At first it wasn't so funny. It was a lot of healing, a lot of crying, a lot of losing my temper, a lot of that anger energy that I carried around for so long since I was probably like 14. There's a lot of anger in me still. No, I'm just kidding. No, there probably is. There probably is, and I just haven't hit the bottom of the bucket yet. Completely hit the bottom yet. So so the overall feeling that I'm getting is that the transformation and the self care that that you weren't aware of before is now coming forward and saying you need to kind of review everything before you move forward. Review everything just in your own personal space. You don't have to let anybody in when you're doing this kind of work. Just you want to keep it private, right? If you want people to talk about it, then talk to people that can help you, that can assist you and direct you. Because a lot of people, they just give information. I give options. I look forward to you taking down the right path, taking the things that are important to you with you. Not saying that you just have to drop everything and run, kind of thing, bug out, whatever you want to call it. I don't even have my, they're talking about on YouTube. There's one video I watched, and the person was telling me that the person was saying, get a bug out bag because they're coming for us. Always pack a bag by the door in case of emergency. Have a clean pair of clothes, whatever you need, and it to be packed by the front of the door. So I did. What an idiot did I feel like? But did the person care about posting a video like that? No. So let's find out what the unknown is. Let's see the bottom of the deck first. Okay? We're going to take the bottom of the deck and see what we've got here. The glow. Look at that. See, when you do energy work, you just start to, beam positivity, beam, you can't see it, but other people seem to pick up on it. It's almost like the frequency just like went Mach 10 from where you used to be. Like you're moving up and you're understanding how to make yourself a personal um, into light, right? There's the light heading towards the dark. No, I'm kidding. But the glow that people have when they're actually just beaming with happiness, beaming with positivity, and they literally do. You actually get a weird glow about you. Like I started my journey, and I did a couple of meditation videos, and there was one that I was doing. I was laying in my kitchen on a mat, like a little yoga mat. So I was laying in the kitchen, and my partner came out, and he said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm learning to channel my gifts again." "What are you doing?" And he said to me the next day that I looked different. There was something about me that looked different, but he couldn't put his finger on it. Right? So it was kind of funny to hear that because I was manifesting with Jason Stevenson, I think it was, but there was something about a candle and how to learn how to trance yourself and teach yourself to meditate on the drop of a dime, letting go of negativity. And ever since that point, when I started doing meditation, though, things changed. You start glowing, you start feeling good, and you start, your energy is like a match, like you start that fire again within you, and everything just kind of glows, like you have a bright, your whole experience becomes a little bit less stressful. um, Definitely, you know you don't have to worry really about much, unless you're still working a 9 to 5 job or being in situations that are unhealthy, mind you. But I still am in control of my own space. I'm in control of me. I can't be in control of you. I'm not going to be in control of you because that's not the way this energy is supposed to go. Okay, it's supposed to assist you and bring you up and make you vibrate higher, right? That you have happiness and joyfulness in your life. If you might be going through a situation that is kind of really hard to go through, feel free to email me and we can draw cards, or we'll figure something out that we can do to give you a kind of a little bit of direction, maybe that is a little bit easier on your soul purpose or your soul in itself, right? That's what I'm here for. That's why I do my certain energy readings. Sometimes I don't. If I don't feel there's an energy reading for the day, then I won't do it, because there's no reason for me to do a live stream if I'm, not doing what you call a live stream reading. Okay, so now we're going to see what the unknown has. So the unknown card is basically, um, where your situations are right now, where you are right now, um, how you've been coping with the placement that you've been stuck, not stuck, but been placed in, restrictions. It could be about restrictions. It could be about, your spiritual path and how you, hey, Ashley, and how you actually coordinate yourself within your own existence, right? How do you know that you're here? Because I can feel it, it's tangible. When you're in sleep realm, you can't do that in a dream. Try it. Next time you have a dream, try to touch yourself. Try to see yourself. Like, be able to move your hands in front of your face like you do here. You can't do it. There's something about that. You can't do it. Don't know why. Don't know yet why. But I can say, it's a mind boggler to me after doing a lot of research on, the physical, spiritual part of me. I understand that, but it working together in the physical sense, I've had some really really weird observations, and you're gonna think this is like way out there, but you'll be shocked when I tell you the story. I'm going to tell you the story first before I pick this card, because you're going to be shocked as to hear what I have to say. So, anyways, I was riding my bike. One day I went out for a bit, and I was like, I had just finished, meditating and stuff, and because I can do it like on the drop of a dime. But I'd gone out for a bike ride. I can't remember where I went. I went somewhere, but I was coming back, and I even mentioned this to my partner, and I said, hey, you know what? Think about it this way. This is like a weird thing I think. Don't bug me if I'm wrong. But I just noticed like the observation, right? This is what I mean, going into the fourth dimensional world. This is the thought pattern that happens with you guys when you go into the fourth dimension. Was that the signification of the vehicles driving on the road? And, you know, I made it out, okay, this is gonna sound funny, but you guys are gonna laugh. I used to sit there and watch the cars go by, right? Like I'm on a main road and everything, so I'll go. I'll just go sit at the fence and watch this. But I noticed it when I was riding home from somewhere one day, and it was like I figured out how to classify traffic, how to classify the vehicles on the road. Excuse me, and how to classify the traffic jams. There is like okay, see. Okay, now you gotta picture this, okay? Because now you gotta go internally for this, and this is gonna blow your mind. But I had sat there and I was riding on my bike, and every vehicle that would go by, I had a classification for them. So what I did was I classified the traffic as being the bloodstream of a human being. Like that we were human beings or particles inside another human being. But I had rode home and I was like, okay, the white blood cells are the white cars. The black cars are the toxins in our bloodstream. We've got different colors for different things, but we have a white and a black kind of meaning to it. Like the black cars are the bad energy, and gray. If you're not feeling so hip hoppity, you'll notice that it's a lot of gray out there. But this seriously, it makes sense to me, anyways. It did, still does. But it's when you get into that dimension and you get a peek at that world from that dimension, it'll blow your mind. You'll get freaked out. You'll be like, "Oh yeah!" And I told my partner this that I was experiencing this hurt or experiencing this situation. I was like, okay. Um, we sat and I pointed out to him. I said, like the cargo vans, like the big Hemis, they're carrying precious product that we need, right? That could be, like tow trucks. They're like, emergency red blood cells that get to a situation that's in your bloodstream and attack it and kill it and, tow it away. So that's the tow trucks that are working hard, moving blockages out of your bloodstream inside another person's bloodstream. You know what I mean? Like it's just like the dimensional part is really whack. Okay, that's what I mean. Like you won't be able to make sense of it all, but you do at a later point. Like you have to let it absorb into what your belief is, and if you believe in it, it'll manifest. But anyways, I was writing home, and I was thought, when I had a really good day, like when I was feeling good and on my top of my game, I would see more white cars. You know what I mean? And if I wasn't really feeling all that good, I would see gray or black. Um, it seemed to go in waves like that and synchronizing with my energy. And I was like, whoa, this is fucked up. This is some crazy theory. And then, yes, I cut my own hair. I cut my own hair, you guys. Yes, I did. I cut it down. I didn't make it so long because it was getting too heavy. So, yeah. So then you experience it, and it's like, okay, that makes sense. That's how our bloodstream works. And how this all started, oh, thanks, girls. And how this all started was I went to the dentist. I went to my dentist, and on his wall, okay, he's got this aquarium picture, and it's just a huge mural, 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 whatever you call those wall murals. And I had been doing a lot of meditation. It said, watch for the signs of what is meant to be understood from my spiritual point of view. So I was looking through the picture. I wasn't looking at the picture, but I looked through it, and it was like the picture in itself had, these coral reef kind of things that have like hollow holes in the end that look like almost like a valve to a heart. Um, the other stuff is kind of like the blockage, the growth that we, um, you know, inside us. You know what I mean? Like it's bizarre. I can't put it into words. Um, but it made sense to me to see that mural that day. It made perfect sense. It made everything and tied everything together for everything that I was researching. And for me to have that experience, it blew it put me like, wow. Um, I had about 2 inches taken off, but it was getting so heavy, like I couldn't do anything with it. You know what I mean? Like it was just weighed down. But now it's like a little lighter. Yeah, no, I did my own hair. Hang on, I've got my cats in. All right, let's get this done. Okay, so back to the reading that we were doing. We're working on the unknown, but always, the loop. That's the thing that we keep doing. We go to bed, we wake up. We go to bed, we wake up. We go to sleep, go to sleep. You know what I mean? So the loop is definitely, kind of a routine thing for us. Okay, so now we know the unknown. What is it going to be about? What is the direct message from this whole message that we're going to receive? The shield. So there you go. The shield is there for protection. It's for you to protect yourself, and use it wisely. Don't overuse it because you still have a lot to go. Okay, so the unknown is learning to shield yourself from people, places, and things. Focus on yourself. Don't let anybody kind of fool you anymore like you've done in the past. You've always gone and felt alone in this situation, but this is a shield of hope, love, and prosperity. It will protect you if you ask it to be provided to you. Ask your higher guides. They will provide it for you. But knowing that you have the power to manifest this yourself, it takes less off, your entities or your beliefs or, your angels and guides and whatever you want to put behind this, right? This is what is going to protect you. This is like a God card almost. To me, it reminds me of like a protective angel, archangel could be. For us to be able to experience that is a bonus, to be able to have that protection that we're seeking, again, letting go of things that have not suited you, which you kept under lock and key, and now you're not needing to keep anything really on the down low. And we get to do the loop every day, 24 hours a day, 24 hours in a day, 7 days a week if we choose. Now, I don't think there's studies that people have only been able to last like 3 days without sleep, which, I would like to see how many days I could go without sleep and see, but I probably wouldn't even make it through one day. But yeah, so ask your guides. Your guides aren't putting a locket on you. They're not chastising you to, not be able to grow. They've removed that blockage of feeling like you're kind of locked into, not being able to experience anything, right? So yeah, so shield is for protection. You've got the glow on. You're doing the right things. You're moving in the right direction. And guess what? You get to protect and become a stronger entity to be able to help protect others and say, work in the favor of others as well, right? Use your gifts and knowledge to help others that you've learned along the way. So, you know, um, it doesn't have to be chained either. See, like there's chains on the wings. I don't know if you can see that. There's chains on the wings. That doesn't mean that you need to be restricted, but you may find it restrictive. Okay, so don't think that you can't do this because it's under lock and key. It's no longer under lock and key, and that's why it's being provided to you to say, hey, I've got the energy and the know-how and the knowledge to actually help myself out of this jam, but I might need help, understanding what it's about, right? So I think there's you're shielding you from any harm or anything. Okay, so let's see what the next card would have been. The earthery. So there you go. So you're transitioning into an earthly being, right? Getting more in touch with yourself, more mother nature. But yeah, it's the earthy to get grounded. Stay grounded. Work hard at grounding yourself so you're able to like go within. Like you see how on every single one of these cards their eyes are closed. That means that they're doing this through meditation or personal space healing, where you close your eyes and you just clear the space around you. Like the distance from one fingertip to the other fingertip is your personal space. Okay, whatever that meter is or whatever, the distance from one end to the other. This is your personal space. Like nobody can enter it if you don't want them to. Okay, that's how you classify personal space. Anything beyond that is out of your control. Okay, out of your control. You're only in control of yourself, and that's where you have to draw the line. Get out. If the person's too close to you, put your arm up and say, you're in my space. Like, seriously, get the fuck out of my space. But maybe you might say it a little nicer, but it depends on how annoying the person that's coming forward with that attitude. So stay grounded. Get in touch with yourself. Don't sweat it, because it's not going to be a hard journey. You rest and you ask your guides when you go to sleep. That's your most pure state. Make a square from arms out. I can't make a square. I can only make a circle. You're a square. So that's the energy reads, things that we need to maybe focus on for the weekend, for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Let me know how it goes, because when you're not having to work so hard at it, it's a lot easier. You don't seem so stressed. And I get stressed sometimes, but not nearly as much as I used to. I used to get like so stressed out all the time. I was always, because that was my old belief system, right? I don't get as stressed out now, but all right. So put those to the side. Maybe we'll do some readings today with those. Okay, I want to. Oh yeah, what was it I was going to tell you guys about? That's not it. There was something that I wanted to. Oh, another update is I'm going to apply for a pay terminal. It's one of those little beeper things that you scan the cards. I'm going to give my connection a call and see about getting a terminal. So you and who? Sim here? Just me and Sim in here. Okay, well, it might just say that, but you know what? The thing is, you could be 2 and there could be 5 people in there. It's not accurate. It doesn't keep an accurate count of people, because when there's people in the room, it says 0. Like half of them aren't even recognized, if that's the case. See, I don't know. I've just noticed that over the last little while in regards to the channel. I don't know if anybody else is experiencing that or not. But, yeah, I've noticed that for about... I would say about the last week it's been happening where, there could be like 3 people in the room and it says 0. So we talked about visualization. Well, that was a long time ago I wrote that. Okay, so okay. Where did I write that other information down? Okay, so we did actually do oh right, that's the other one. Okay, put a note in that one. Okay. Where did I write it? Oh, no. The one thing I'd really like to be able to get my hands on is a transcribed copy of the Dead Sea Scrolls. The other thing is, when I started going, before they wanted to medicate me, I actually was in contact with the John Casey Center in regards to what was going on in my life at that point and how to, be able to not have to be put on a medication, but better to understand what was going on, the transition of what it was, right? But yeah, I spoke with them, and they're willing to help me with it too. I forgot about that too. Um, John Edgar Casey. I also am signed up for a channel called, what is the name of the channel that I registered with? There's an actual application that I made for working from an open source tarot website that is, you know, but I can't remember the name of it. I wrote it down. I don't know if I did or not. Like Lacey, I was supposed to do hers on Tuesday, and I got in contact with her. I spoke to her that day, but I haven't heard anything back yet. If anybody sees Jessica, I want to know if she received her package, because I received my package today. Hang on one second, I'll show you. This is why I'm wondering maybe what's going on. Where is it? I don't know what I did with that now. I don't know what I did with the package. Huh. Yeah, I don't know what I did with it, but it was all was sent back to me from Canada Post, but it wasn't the Dreamcatcher one, so I just wanted to let her know. Yeah, I received an actual package today, and I don't know what I did with it to actually show you guys the possibilities of what happened. But it was drenched in like greasy oil, like that oil leakage. Who is that? Oh, it's Baby. Okay. Alright, so I can't find that package right now, but when I do, I'll show you guys. It's actually pretty harsh. Oh, you need some food, baby. Hang on. Oh my goodness, you guys. Okay, let's go give you some food. You're melon yowder. You're melon yowder. Big girl. There you go. Isn't she gorgeous? She's just beautiful, my cat. I love her. I absolutely love her. Love her, girl. Alright, so, what do you guys want to do? What shall we do? I was going to look up something for you guys. Okay. That's not what I wanted. I don't know where I wrote it down now. Where did I write it down? Okay, okay. See, I don't know what I did with it now. I wrote it down again yesterday. And I don't know which book I wrote it in here. Okay. No. No, somebody told me about a song, and I don't know if you guys had heard of this person, but her name is Lauren Daigle, and the song's called You Say. I never really knew that it was her that sang it. Yeah, so I don't know what I do with it. Okay, so we're just gonna forget that idea for now. Um, Dream catchers. I made a really cool one yesterday, and this is the theme of them. Will basically speak for itself. Um, well, this is the one that I made yesterday, and for us up here in BC, we're called the BC Lions. So we got the BC, and then we got the lion on the bottom, right? So this is for the BC Lions. Okay, this is the BC Lions kind of one. So yeah, so it's definitely got some color. I put the BC Lions, and I thought that was a good idea, right? I put that upside down, but oh well, that's okay. It goes better this way anyway. So yeah, so that's it took me 6 hours to do this one. I think not too long, but it's when you're dealing with the smaller crystals on the string and stuff. It's a little bit slows you down a little bit, but for the most part, you keep trudging along. So yeah, so there's the detail. I don't know if you can see the detail. The orange ones are actual crystals that I put in. So there you go. So I'm doing sports themes. So if you want like one, say for the man in your life that you want him to have a, for his man cave something, I can make one for his favorite basketball, football, based on the colors of the team. So let me know. Taking orders for that as well. So, team colors, if you can send them in or send a request. Email me, let me know what you want to order. Thinking about giving a discount. If you buy one, you get one at like 20% off or whatever. I haven't decided yet. I'm still working on that concept, but just trying to get them done. Tiger color. Yeah, so hang on. So yeah, so I just made it as far as the BC Lions theme. So I was gonna work on an Edmonton Eskimos. I actually got my blue, or purple. I've got as well. I've got purple, orange. Yeah, I'm working on the royal blue, white, and orange for the Edmonton Eskimos. The Edmonton Oilers, and then I'm gonna do the Edmonton Eskimos, which is green, yellow, and white. So I do take questions. Ask away. If it's something that requires a card pulling, You have to like, share, comment on the video to get your first 5-minute free reading. So your feelings for the artwork. Should we do a pendulum, Ashley? What do you think? Okay, I think I might just pull the oracle cards because it's a one. Oh. We might even just pull the pendulum out, I think. Okay, so you've asked one question. You get one question. Okay, so you want to know the feelings for the Leo work. The second one that you just asked won't get acknowledged. You get one. If you want the second one, you have to make a donation to the channel for, it to help the channel and everybody that visits the channel is. But I'll answer your first one. Okay. So I'm just going to move that out of the way. Got our little oracle deck here, and we're going to find out what's going on in regards to the love interest. What is going on with this love interest with the Leo energy that Buddha is wondering about? All right. And we'll take this one. Bottom of the deck for you is Mawu, Mother Earth. Okay. Where's my spectacles? I need my specs. Okay, so you're called upon to help with environmentalism. Being more careful, being more aware of, the actual Mother Earth and understanding what it does for us and how it works. And there's a lot to it, like we kind of bombarded it, though. We kind of run with it and kind of overpopulated it. But getting in touch with Mother Earth, make sure that you're being grounded with your work, not being focused on too much other than yourself and what you need to value in your life right now. Um, that can all be put on hold, the relationship, but I feel that you're kind of moving in a more positive and enduring position for yourself to become, more aware of your situations, right? You have to be focused on multitasking earth energy, right? So that could be you uh, being the earth energy as well, but the one that we want for your your prospective partner, we'll say. You have inner wisdom. You have the knowledge and the wisdom already to know what is happening, what is going on. The inner wisdom, you have the owl there, the wise one that's guiding you and looking out for you. That's your spirit. It could be your spirit guide. It could be you finally tuning into the vibration, but not understanding that you're actually tuned into it. You know what I mean? Uh, the vibration happens. You're able to feel it. You have the feelings for the person. You almost feel like you're thinking about them a lot. You're spending a lot of time in the thought process for them. Um, but you're looking to the future with them. You're looking towards the future. So this is actually backwards because of my camera. So this would actually be flipped if that could flip it. It was transparent enough. You're actually looking to the future. And with your knowledge and your wisdom to move through this, it's almost like you're crossing this line. The spiritual, almost like shower. Like you're cleansing yourself to be able to move into a more, personal area where you can. My cats are wrestling. So you just have to cross that threshold, cross yourself into a more in-depth into your personal space and understanding you as energy, and when you go within, you understand that you are just energy. Like there's only one thing that um, can take away from that, and that's false teachings that a lot of people are giving, right? So moving in a more spiritual, enlightened way will your benefit of your internal wisdom come forward and show you what it's about. But maybe that's the one thing that I think is becoming almost like a how do you say it? It's almost like what do they call that? New Year's resolution. It's almost like it's a resolution to the situation, but not quite. You're just on the cusp of just you know going right and not worrying, right? Moving forward, regardless if somebody is going to be there on the other side when you get there spiritually, I don't know. I don't have um, a lot of hope that there would be a compatible relationship once you cross that path. You still need to do the letting go part, and clearing the final clearing stages have to happen before I would recommend even seeing or getting involved with someone. But the spiritual needs to be cleansed. The spirit definitely needs cleansing. Okay, so um, you're moving in the right direction. Um, there's like a block between the two of you, though. You know what I mean? Like there's kind of like no communication, but it seems like nobody's initiating it. Like nobody's taking it and being accountable for the communication part, which, both, you never know. He could be sitting on the other side. Um, so I just feel that she or he, whichever blah, blah, male or female, is going to be there. She's wanting to hope that I want to be on the other side and be able to get some answers to direction, that there's something holding you and blocking you from making that movement. Um, you know, well, it goes either way, like male, masculine, feminine, female, whatever you want to call it. You can switch the roles to become a masculine energy, not a masculine physical, but masculine psychological and spiritual. You can turn yourself from, because really, when you understand that all you are is energy and spirit, you do not have a gender, to tell you the truth. You do not classify yourself as a man or a woman because you're not in a physical space, for one thing. So that's when you cross over and you're able to open your mind and be more attuned to what's, wisdom that you're going to receive, right? Being open minded, and being accountable for your journey, right? So it doesn't mean that whether you're female or male, physically you're female, but you can also be, in a spiritual sense, a male or female. Okay, so when you cross into that dimension, you'll be able to either be a strong energy to support someone, or you're a strong energy just because you're independent. Could be the masculine aspect. Okay, it doesn't mean that you're going to become a man, grow beards and everything. It doesn't mean that, but you're going to draw on like a male kind of protective, kind of, looking out for, you know what I mean, like that masculine support system that we all look for, that we want to be taken seriously, right? So I would suggest, initiate more communication, like just go by him if you're at work and just say, hey, hi, and just show your attention to him. And maybe he doesn't even know that you're existing right now. You know what I mean? uh, so look at it in the sense of, you know movement forward. This could be a future, partner. It could very well be, but you're focusing towards the future. And if there's room for him in your future, then by all means, go after it. You know. So yeah, I did a intuitive last night. I didn't even use my cards. I had to do it without my cards just to show that this isn't, a problem. But I did a reading yesterday completely on energy, feeling. I didn't pull cards, nothing. I just went, tuned in, and that was, uh, yeah, it is. Is that you have to remember to keep positive, but you'll end up getting challenges in the way. Maybe you might be, having a couple challenges that you might need, assistance with. Which if things go kind of sideways, then we'll figure out another way to approach it. Maybe the approach that you're doing is a little bit off, right? So let me know. We can discuss this. Email me. Feel free to email me, or we can go to Discord, and find out. I don't even have my, TARZ, Y2D, I think it is. We can go to Discord. The actual address. Okay, so I wrote it down. It's capital T, or little t, capital ARZY, 2, and a little d, right? And then put it on discord.gg. I don't know why Google's GG now. I don't know. So if you put it on there, join. There's people. I don't know. It's still just in the beginning stages. I went on last night, but there was nobody there. So tomorrow's reading is going to be through Discord. It's just going to be a group thing. Private, for us for the moderators that work hard every day to make sure that, the channel and chat is running smoothly for me, that I don't have to worry or be interrupted. So it's a blessing to have my mod. So I think tomorrow will be mod day, Friday, because I just did the energy reading for the weekend. So I'm not doing any readings for tomorrow quite yet. I've got personal readings to do, but that's it. Um, so yeah, so that was for that. You need to draw on your intuition. Actually, um, it takes a lot, right? So if you need anything further, then feel free to go to www.discord.gg/little t capital ARZY and 2 little b. That is a web page that you need to sign up on to be part of the membership into our little family of acknowledgement and enlightenment. So yeah, so I'm going to have my puff now that it's been an hour. I got through everything. It's just chat now. Just got a little bit of a chat session, or do you guys want to go to Discord and have it? Because I think people are getting confused on Discord. Oops. Um, like, there's 2 channels. There is the voice channel and the sim channel. So meaning if you want to just stay in chat, then stay in the chat room and in the Oracle After Show. Or you can come into the actual voice session that's just below. Click on the voice icon. Yeah, so, so that's where I'm going to start doing them, because it's too much work for me to have to go chasing people around to get, playing email tag or whatever, just to be there. Meet you there. That's where we'll be. You know, it's easier that way. Then I'm not having to go chase around somebody and they can't use Facebook or they can't use Google Hangouts, or, so I get these things set up and it's like nobody can use them. So I thought, well, make it simple. Keep it simple with this way of doing it. So that's what we're going to do. Work from there. Cat's being funny. Okay, so I gotta plug in my computer here. I don't even know where my phone's at here. Okay, 6:14. We're at. Okay, so I'm gonna plug in my little. Oh, this one I don't like because it makes too much noise. Hang on, I'm gonna go grab my other one. That one has a better afterlight box on it too. And with an afterbox, afterlife. Hi, baby. Oops. I don't even think I charged this one yet. I'm gonna charge it over here. Okay, so we're gonna pop this up on the table for you guys to hear. Okay. So open up this computer. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna shift the chairs over here. I'm gonna take this one. Okay. Okay, so we'll switch chairs so I can actually just have the laptop on a chair, so it doesn't take up too much space on my table here. Okay, so. Ooh, my chair's cold. Okay, so I'm gonna put you down there. Okay, so that's down there. I still got my space here. So I don't know who's next, or if who else wants a pendulum reading or something. Anybody want to ask the pendulum something? All right, so let's see what's going on in chat here. Oh, okay. So back to the Discord topic. Sorry, I just want to answer this question for you. You basically, on the right-hand side of the screen, you'll see like a list of rooms. There's like general, there's after show wind down, and then one other one, and then below that is your vocal channels, meaning that you can hook up a microphone, or through your computer microphone you can actually carry on conversations live within the actual app, and everybody's like a gaming platform app, but you can use it for different things. It's kind of cool. So that's what I'm just trying to say is don't forget to subscribe, you guys. We're waiting for that 100th person so we all get free readings for like a day. So the people that end up being subscribers, we hit that number 100 and we'll book a free day for everybody. No matter how hard it gets for me and how long I have to go, we'll be doing readings, okay? So that's what the plan is for that. I think we're 7 away from it right now, so it'd be kind of cool to hit that 100. Give people a bit of motivation there to, be able to give everybody a gift, not just sharing it with one person, right? So everybody gets a chance to hear a little bit of direction on that they may be needing, even if it's a small blurb, whatever it is that they're wanting, right? That's what we're here for. We're here to help heal and direct, and that's what I enjoy doing. That's my life. That's me. And that's all, the spiritual part. I've always been very spiritual myself, but not religiously spiritual, but not religiously driven for anything, but spiritual part of going back to my roots and doing it from there, right? So I keep moving forward. I keep doing what I'm supposed to be doing almost every day, but if there's a day I don't feel it to do the live feed, I don't, right? There has to be a purpose and a reason for me to want to do a live theme for however long. So with that, we're gonna, I totally forgot what I was supposed to be looking up now. See how I get distracted so easily? And my mouse, hang on. Beep, beep. Alright, so we're gonna do the spirit box here. We're gonna turn on the spirit box. What are you doing, baby? What are you doing? Huh? Okay, so I got my mouse here. Let me get this done. Okay, so my back is sorted out. I slept really funny last night, right? So, hit that, get those people, everybody to bring up the viewer count. That's not what I wanted. No, Muse, you're not going out. Okay, so what was I looking up again? Do you guys remember? I don't even remember. Oh, I was going to log into my Discord. That cord. Everybody cord. So yeah, I know, isn't it? I'm so excited that it's made it this far. I'm really actually proud of it. I'm very, very proud of it. It's a great feeling, to feel like you get to accomplish something that, you've basically been able to do all your life, but didn't want to because people would tell you that you were crazy. So you don't. But it's always been there. It never left. It's like riding a bicycle, right? Yes, I don't want that. Okay, so I gotta wait for it. Okay, so it's got me live. What the heck? Nope. You're not going outside, baby. Told you, no in and out. Yes, for sure. You have a good night. We'll talk to you later, Ashley. You hardworking girl. You subs, welcome to the chat. All right. So we have, who do we have new here? Let's go back through this. Okay, so let's find out who are new people that have come to visit us. Okay, Ashley, we've got Sam, we've got, where is that? See, it doesn't give me all the information on this one. We got Ashley, we got Meridula, Mishma. I can't even say the name, but welcome anyways. We've got, there's someone else. So we have Molly. Hi, Molly. Who else? We've got, there was somebody else here, I thought. Oh, Dr. Dr. Asma Vicker. Hi. I don't know how to say your name, but don't forget to live chat. Okay, so we're doing D&E way. So we're going to do D&E way. Okay, so you have a situation going on in your current existence that you want to answer. Okay, so let's take from the Witch's Tarot for this one. Okay, so give me 1 second. Don't tell me anything about it. Please don't say anything. Don't give me any information, and I will pull out and find you the answer. That I can do. That is what I will do. Okay, so crystal there. Box can go back here. Okay. Okay, so you're trying to figure out, so you want answers. Okay, so let me, yeah, hang on. Keep my cards protected in their boxes. Okay. All right, let's see what we got in store for you. Directions for Mr. D&E into his situation that he needs answers for. Okay, so that's half. All right, jump cards, please. Can you get a message for D&E 1? To his answer to his question. Doesn't know what to do. Was there guidance that we can offer him? Okay, so 2 cards. All right. Yeah. So we got 2 cards. Okay, so you are really contemplating this situation hard. You're taking your time with the situation. You're like you're kind of like feeling like if you do, you're screwed. If you don't, it's kind of like you don't know if it's worth it, if it's going to be genuinely perceived as such expression. It could be in relation to somebody in your life. You're not willing, you actually can see them for what they are, not see them for who they are, not for what they are. You know what I mean? And you like that. You like the person that's, doing things in a real dimensional world that is real. You know what I mean? They're not, but I feel there's a, how do you explain it? But you're not moving forward with it. You're still contemplating. You're in a state of contemplation right now. You know, with the way that he's looking down at his pentacle, he's remembering. He's trying to reminisce the energy. This could be, where you've kind of attached yourself to this energy and started feeling for that. But you're not ready. You're not ready yet. So your Ace of Swords is in reverse. Meaning that this new beginning is not ready to happen. It hasn't kind of, came into full effect to be able to, manifest as a new beginning for you. I think maybe you might be reminiscent on the past more than you understand that you are. So this could be, what are you guys doing making a mess over there? But you're very lonely feeling. It's caused you've kind of lost your self-confidence in the situation almost. And these are things that you're reflecting through the mirror or reflecting your energy back to you. Like this could be an illuminating experience for you to understand you as a human being, what what is all inside you, and you might, have given too much, and you don't want to end up getting, into the same predicament. So you're being very cautious, you're being very um, sure about your movements, but you're also, it's causing you to stay in one place. It's not allowing you to move, dealing with your energy that way. You need to reflect, of course. You need to acknowledge, of course, and you have to separate the information from what is it going to benefit you to go down this path, what is not going to be beneficial about this path. Okay, the pros and the cons of this situation that you're having. But I feel that there's a lot of internal kind of energy that's coming up that's blocking or is needing to be healed before you're allowed to move forward. Okay, so there is connections, but you need to do the healing from past situations for it to be able to, you know, actually seriously want to be able to work for you. The universe is willing to offer you it, but not yet. But you have a lot of work still left to do, the reflection of yourself before um, anything else, right? And it's almost like you're almost like looking in a looking glass, if you understand what I mean by that. It's like the back of the shield is like, has a mirror on it. So everything that you're reflecting in that mirror, whether it be an emotion, it could be a physical state of being, but look in the mirror and you're not liking what you see. You're um, very withdrawn. You could have been going through a bit of depression. Um, a lot of like giving up. You don't want to continue almost. You've done a lot of work and you're tired. You want this just to go smoothly, this connection. Um, but you have that inner working of control, of needing to know what's going on in someone's life, almost like you're like remote viewing her, um, and that's not ready there. Okay, so stop the remote viewing. You know, drawing too much into the energy of her, because you can't really read minds. You can try, mind you, but reading minds that is a little bit more complicated than just reading someone's mind. But universe is kind of putting that on hold because there's still a bit of situations that you need to work through. And don't throw any tantrums. Okay, so tantrums are out of the question. I was told don't have a tantrum. Don't you know? You know what I mean? Like don't be like when a child has a tantrum because they don't get their way. Um, don't be like them. That's not going to be of any use to you. Being that childlike energy and I want it this way and I want it that way. It's not going to work that. You cannot demand a person to love you. You cannot demand the universe to provide for you. You cannot demand for anything. You don't demand. You ask politely. You use humbleness when you ask, and it will be provided to you. Don't be, you know, arrogant or ego-minded, like having your ego bigger than your spirit. Right? It's not the way that it works either. There is no ego involved here. It's purely love and synchronizing and caring and genuinely doing that relationship. If that's too much, then maybe you should focus on something else. If that's too much for you to let go or to acknowledge that you may be controlling your relationships, that's maybe why the past ones haven't worked out and you're trying to figure out why they didn't work out. But you have that work that you need to be doing. And they're willing to offer this to you, but only after you've done the healing. You have to do some of the work together to understand how this is going to work, right? So there you go. So you cannot move forward until you heal, right? If there's a sense of somebody being deceitful, why would you want to be in a relationship with somebody that's deceitful in the first place? If she's hiding things from you, question her on it. If it satisfies you enough, that's your decision. But we shouldn't have to be dealing with somebody that's gonna, sit there and um, try to appease you by saying what you want them to, or saying what you want them to say so that that's what you hear, right? Um, okay, so I'm not getting your chance to stay up for long here. Okay. All right. You can you can't make a person want to be in a relationship with you. You cannot force a person to be in a relationship with you. You can fight to have the relationship come into your world. You fight for the relationship is different than having an experience that you're forever pondering the future. But you don't want to go the future alone. Exactly in this card too. See, it's backwards. Like, okay, so this one looks backwards, but he's actually looking forward. But he's looking down. He's trying to focus his energy within and trying to figure out what is his next move. What is your next move as far as making this, happen, right? Get off with that sword, right? If that's what you're fighting for the sword to make you a complete person. So this could represent her as an energy in a form of a sword. This is you starting your energy and how a sword belongs with a knight or a king, right? They're meant to be together. But it's when, you have this upside down, the confusion starts. And not to be getting confused at your own beliefs or what you're seeing may not be what you're perceiving. Okay, so look at it as, reflection to the future. Is this really what you want? And ask the universe or yourself even, is this really what you want, or is this just to satisfy and make it so it's not so lonely in your dimension or in your life? Um, if it's something that you genuinely requesting from the universe, then it is meant to be yours, then it will come to you. Okay. But there's no problem in actually asking it to kind of move its ass along. Move your ass! Come on, get over here! So there's two. You may end up finding you're better suited with a sword than you are with a wand, little whatever this little gadget thing here. It looks like a drum, little mallet or something. But you'd rather be having the sword. The sword is more useful and more beneficial for the connection for you to actually be a king. So that maybe the one thing that you're missing is that you already are the person that you want to be, but you want to be able to be worth your weight in gold when you accept this sword, right? And there is ones looking out for you. There's energy. There's like an eagle keeping a close eye on you. All right, so that could be representing maybe a friend of hers that maybe is not allowing this connection to happen. It could be like a girlfriend, boyfriend, like a boyfriend, not like a boyfriend, like dating boyfriend, but a boy needs a friend, like a girl and she's a friend. Um, that is looking to look out for this sword that you're trying to acquire. Okay, so be careful. Do it genuinely. Do it gently. If it's really something you want, start romanticizing, sending flowers, sending little treats or gifts, or taking the person out on you, not to get to know each other. That's the only way this is going to happen. It's not going to happen if one's over here and the other one stays here. The connection will be a long distance one, and you'll end up it'll get weaker and weaker and weaker, and you'll just kind of off into different worlds, right? So you're like this. This is what you're like all your life when you're in a relationship. Bang. You're always because we all move in a different dimension, right? We're like blurs in the universe, right? Right, where you end up, that's totally your decision, though. Totally your decision. How you go for it. Let's see. Will you go for it? Will you take the higher road and make it known? Will taking the higher road be more beneficial? Should he pursue this relationship? This relationship meant to be. Wow, holy! Somebody's wishing on a star. You have the Eight of Cups. Wonderment. You are wondering if this is really meant to be. You're asking the universe. You're making wishes. You're asking your inner self, is this really what you want? Is this really what you need? You're pondering life in itself and just wanting to, be able to be part of the universe and part of the loving universe. And that's not hard to do. You just open your heart and start loving. Be of service. But you are definitely, you could be dealing with an air energy. I feel like an air vibration from this card for you. Um, she's fire. I'm not seeing any fire. I'm seeing water, and I'm seeing like coolness. I'm not seeing any fire going off in this card at all. I feel like more water, moon energy. This could be a Cancer sign that you also could be connecting with, but it's not. The Eight of Cups is there to, for the diligent work that you've kept it all, you've kept it all neat and tidy. You know what I mean? Like you're a neat and tidy person. They might not be, so they're kind of more like flow with the wind, kind of free spirit energy is maybe what you're better connected with, right? Don't go chasing something that's not going to chase you. Okay, that's the first off that I would tell you. Okay, but I'm not going in depth anymore. This is as far as I can go, but there is a lot of information within that situation right there that I could give you, but it's all right. Yeah, give it all away for free. So yeah. So if you want to know more, we can go deeper. You need to make donations for the deep intuitive Wednesday and one with all the answers and direction. So yeah, kind of wait on that. Decide what you want to do. You don't have to make a decision today. You can email me and set up another time for us to, see about that vibration. And why is that vibration the one that, you're having the hardest time with? I don't know. I know, but I don't know. If that makes sense. So, spirit box, that's what we're going to do. Totally forgot, guys. Sorry. I forgot. Totally forgot. Here we go. I know you guys like hearing this. This is, how we kind of close the show out with is a little bit of the spirit box energy. Why is it not coming up? Oh, there it is. Alright, so we're going to do the afterlife box. I'm going to turn on and see what we have today. And no, I'm not going to protect myself. I don't need to. What, I already smudged you guys, so you guys should be fine. Okay. Here we go, people. Turn that up so you guys can hear it better. Alright. Where's the energy today? Where is the energy today? Relaxing. Woo! Somebody's having a good night. Check that out. Relaxing. How is everybody tonight? Relaxing. Crazy, eh? So who do we have here? Because I want to know who's in my house. No, I'm not kissing anybody. A kiss. Who kissed who? That's wild. Okay. Is it possible for someone to invade someone's privacy energetically or spiritually? There's someone around me who asked me. There's someone's around who asked me something I was thinking just minutes before. Sometimes I feel like without them invading my privacy. Is there a way I can protect myself? Yeah, you can cut the cord. You cut the communication cord or the energy. That's like I was saying with that last stream we did, how the person can attach to you without you even understanding it. So your best bet is just do a manifestation or a sit down, do a cord cutting, and basically tell the universe why you're putting it this way. Oh, it's Papa. Where was it? Okay, so you cut the cord, you sit back and say, I no longer want to be connected, and insert the name with so-and-so anymore. Can I cut this cord? And just delete it. It's and then do like a prayer saying you want to keep that cord severed. You don't want nothing attaching to you again. So do like a protection spell against that. I have, I can email you that one as well. It involves candle work as well with it. So what I'll do is I'll get it and I will email it back to you. If you email me, Johnson, Shaman Emmy 323 at gmail.com. Email me, I'll attach it, and it will affect your relationship with him. That would be like a cut tie. If you want to just still communicate, you can put blockers up and ask your universe to block, set blockers for this person and say you don't want to be in communication with this person at this time, and just block it out, right? If that makes sense. But you can cut the cord is a very, very final kind of move to take. If you're not kind of at that stage yet, the option is to offer your search protection prayers, and you can find them on Google. And then you can change it so that it is corresponding to your energy and your experience, right? You will end up picking what works for you. Okay, you don't want to just pick something and then not be happy with it, right? So pick something that's going to have, like even if you're going like scrolling down. Okay, so I want to block my mind, but not communicate because it's family. Okay, so constant. Okay, well, you have to either relax. I am relaxed. You have to either okay. So the first question I'm going to ask is why are you not wanting to communicate with this person, resolve it, and then move on from that? Like, is there no point of even having a discussion to resolve the situation you are going through that you would want to disable yourself from someone in your family that could be that serious? Anyways, I have a hard time understanding what you're asking from me other than to work through it, right? That's a hard one to call because you can either just set up a blocker and just say, I don't want to talk to you, but you'll have to vocalize that. Let them have a reason to start thinking about what's going on. Because if it's just going to eat away at you, then maybe it's a choice of resolving the situation and then walking away. You know what I mean? Like you have that energy that you created with that person, you know what I mean? That you need to resolve it and then block it. Like you can't just... Okay, so there's a person that... Where is this person spiritually as invite? Okay. This is confusing me. Okay. I'm going to ask the pendulum a yes or no question. Okay. I'm going to ask if you have somebody that's causing the situation to happen for you. Okay. I don't feel it, that anybody's near you, but we'll let the pendulum speak for itself. Okay. So pendulum. can we find out about this person that is connecting with Sin Parade? Is this energy that we can get rid of? Okay, so you saw it change directions.
Okay.
But it's saying no now. And that's pretty strong, yeah. No. Alright, pendulum, stop. Would resolving the situation be of benefit to both parties?
From now on.
Can they find resolution between the two of them to make this go away? Is it in their benefit to resolve this? Can they resolve this by talking to each other? So you can resolve it by talking. It's not, maybe not the right time to talk right now, because I'm not getting a really strong yes, so maybe just kind of hold off on that for a little bit longer. When would be a good time to discuss the matter, and make a time set aside just for dealing with that, right? What else? Is her sister going, or I said sister, I hope it wasn't your sister that I just came. But whoever she is connecting with family-wise, will they be able to come to an amicable situation or conclusion to the situation?
Your stomach as you.
So you guys are going to have to resolve it for it to be beneficial to the healing process of what you're going through.
One of us is around.
Right? You definitely have to, not hold a grudge, keep holding on to that energy that was created by the experience. Probably isn't healthy for you. Just speaking general, but you need to focus your energy on a little bit more healthy behaviors. Not hold grudges or stress over things that are out of your control, mind you. But this situation, I think, needs to be resolved before you guys can even move forward. Really, I just deliver the messages. So don't kill the messenger. It boggles my mind sometimes. It even makes me wonder sometimes. So, whenever you feel comfortable to be able to sit down with a person and talk to them, I think would be a good choice of movement. Try to resolve it. There's no reason to stay mad at anybody. What's my voice? There's no reason why. That's what happens when I don't have anything to drink. Allow them to come and meet on a neutral energy territory. You're not there to attack them. You're not there to make them believe something that you believe. Allow them to have their own opinions or to be able to state their own opinion. And maybe there's a lot of resolution that can happen with that. Just respect each other and get working through it. Is there really a reason why you should be mad? Probably not. Is there a reason why you're carrying this energy for so long? No. Can we resolve the situation by discussing it with with whoever you're interacting with this situation with? Yes, you can. If you so choose to. That's totally up to you. That's not me saying, yeah, you should, no, you shouldn't. It's your call. Okay, but I do feel that, the only way you're going to get a peace of mind with this is to resolve it. Because then they're not continually having that experience sitting right here in front of you. You can let it go, right? You can let it go and just say, I never want to talk to you kind of again and shoo the energy away, or you can channel into the energy, work from there and recreate a more positive experience together, right? And being able to forgive. Not, you don't have to forget. You never have to forget, but you can forgive and work from that point always. But that memory will always be there, you know. So, it's your call. What you do with it, the information past the point of my radio, my channel, is your decision. I'm not telling you that you should do anything. Okay, I give you options and recommendations. It's how you deal with your energy to make it worth, beneficial to you. Okay. Hi, I saw some new people popped in. Oh, hour and 15 minutes. It's good to see you guys. But yeah, it's better to have a resolution created for yourself than to continue moving forward with that, stress and the knowing of that experience weighing down on your shoulders. It'll drain you. But you need to either put it away, forgive the person, spiritually. You can send that energy to the universe and say, hey, I don't want to deal with this. It's not for me to have to deal with anymore. I don't want to deal with it. Can the universe alleviate the stress from this situation from me, right? So you make the request vocally. That's why a lot of people you'll see, like I do it. I sometimes am talking to myself, catch myself talking to myself about things and giving myself answers, right? Excuse me. Um, yeah, like what happened with me at the track. There's a oval track over here by my house, and it's in a public park. And there was a kids, I don't know, it was kind of like a sports day or something where they were, playing in the field there. And I had sat down, and there was an actual, um, I sat down and I stared right into the sun, and it didn't bother me. I took my sunglasses off and was staring right at the sun. No sunglasses, no nothing, didn't see spots after or anything. And while I was sitting there, it was like there was energy being drawn out, like animals and spirit guides and a lot of spiritual energy that was drawn out of the universe. Like literally went, like a giant vacuum had sucked out all the energy, negative energy that was going on around, right? And then it was like I would see clouds morphing and they would be sucked in, but around the sun it had a blonde, the halo, and this was in the middle of the day. So I knew I wasn't imagining things because there was other people out there too. But whether they noticed it or actually were looking at it, I don't know. I don't know if there's really anybody else. But then the following day, I decided to go for a walk, and I walked through the garden part where they upload thumbnail that we did for this video I took. Um, and it was like I had walked into this like forest, almost like bizarre kind of feeling towards a forest, and I looked up and I could see a pan, right, like just run zoom, it just went ripping past, and you could barely make it out. It was like blurred, right, but you could see it, and it looked like one of those half centurion half man kind of things running around that, and it was like he was running tape and trying to bind me into this little grove in my park, right. Oh, thanks. uh, so I always question. I just thought, why is this happening? Why is this being revealed to me? Like, why is my brain giving me or showing me this information? So then I went like the little white rabbit down the rabbit hole a few times, and maybe this is the end result. But I had to walk in a specific pattern when I went into the garden. I don't understand that part either. I had to, find my way through the thicket to get back on track. But then I ended up coming towards this fountain that's a giant gargoyle and read the memory or in memory of um, and the year. And it was like the year said mentioned something to me. And then I walked through, a different part. It was like I was being led through the Garden of Eden, like experiencing it and, being grateful for being able to have such beauty around, right? And I would love to live in that little Garden of Eden right there in my park if I could, you know, have a little bit of fun in there, right? Um, so experiences are never ending. You know, we're always experiencing something, but to the point where, um, to the point of my spirituality started taking a toll. It's it was weighing down on me a lot. I had to, you know, I literally was so attached with so many energies. Oh, it is. It is a gorgeous park. It is absolutely. They've got people in there doing maintenance. They have like Goldilocks' little bed in there. They've got it all kind of souped up. But it's not as pretty in the wintertime to go over there because there's not really much flowering. You know, it's mostly just trees and shrubbery. You know, so it's not as nice as in the summertime. You have like nice flower beds that are manicured, looked after, like they're just freshly made kind of thing. It's just beautiful, absolutely amazing. Um, you know, for them to build it up the way they did. The thing is that there is another park that overlays the exact same way, right at the intersection um, of a the park, which is the exact same layout, and you can see underneath the layer that I found, which I'm not revealing because it manages to disappear whenever I mention something like that. But it matches to the intersection that I live at, and I think when people end up, you know, I've had accidents happening at my intersection. Thank God I don't think anybody's died, but I think maybe this other dimension or this lower energy, the sister almost kind of thing, overlaying top that they're transitioning through, but they're getting stuck in the dimension that was replicated for them, right? That is here now. If that makes sense to me, I understand it. A lot of people wouldn't. Also, as part of Native Indian burial grounds, were up here. You know, um, so wow. So yeah, so I'm not going to stick around for much longer. 2 hours is pretty much my maximum before I start, transing out. I get tired. I get tired. It's about time to go relax. So I guess I don't know. It was an amazing experience. I'll take you guys when in the summertime. We'll do a YouTube channel in there. We'll do a live feed in the park somehow. We'll figure it out. But for now, I'm just going to say I'm going to go. I've got dinner to make, and it's what time? 7 o'clock. Okay, so yeah, just in time for dinner. So I'm gonna let you guys go. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I do have the Discord. Um, And it's a gorgeous park. It is absolutely amazing. I'm lucky just to be a hop, skip, and a jump away from it. It's a nice place to go around, and it also has the coolest thing I thought, and why I was so proud to state this park is so amazing, is the first place you can start on, and you go to the right, and it says the Native Walk. That's getting in touch with the native, with the natural place of natural things and the way things should have been for the longest time that have that beauty and amazingness, the resources, just to be able to build an amazing, and then put Native Walk on the pathway, like you're walking the pathway, like through so many different, experiences in life, and it has, pictures of, us with our twin sisters. Um, Japan, somewhere in Japan, is our twin sister for Surrey, for my city, and you have to cross the little bridge, and then there's another little mini tower that's sitting there that shows the opposite, the other us as a person, place, or thing, that they got, right? So it's really cool. But yeah, all right. So you guys are not supposed to be doing. Okay, not wrong. Spin tron. Okay, go ahead.
Bring my goodbye.
Oh, didn't bring my goodbye. Goodbye. Go away now. R. No way. Isn't it R? Oh, okay. Okay, so
There
yeah.
are many other what we should bring 2005.
It's telling me what sign I am. Cancer. Yeah, I'm a Cancer. I'm also having a Cancer stick. Maybe that's what I meant.
According to
Fragment or
nothing for reconstruct.
Make dinner or make a dream catcher? I gotta go make dinner though.
bills. Crown.
We're not worth.
I'll change the ordinance. Owned by I could
Will. The Veterans Center. Words rang on it.
You know, I gotta make dinner. You know what I wanted? I forgot to buy. I forgot to buy cake mix to have cupcakes. I hate it because I get in the mood. I can make. You know what I can make? I can make some oatmeal cookies. Those would be good with tea. I'll go and make some oatmeal cookies here. I could do oatmeal cookies. That's what I'm gonna make dinner and put on a batch of oatmeal cookies. But yeah, so I'm gonna let you guys go. I've had a fabulous evening with you guys. It's been fun. No more energy readings until probably Monday. We've covered the overall energy for the weekend, but we'll do individual maybe for tomorrow. Maybe we'll do a couple individual ones for my moderators. You guys have worked so hard. You guys are due for one every couple of weeks. You guys get an advantage to having one. Oh, save me one, please. That is what is her name again? That her Sim Parade gets up talking. So yeah, so I think we're gonna go and make some cookies. Cookies? Anybody want cookies? But yeah, so that's it for me today. So close up for another day.
or what?
Where is?
Makes sense.
You know, take it one step at a time. Take your time. Don't have to rush. You know, time is only made by man to keep you guys in tune.
Instinct.
Okay, so those are away. So I'm gonna make another dream catcher tonight. I don't know if you guys saw them. I think you're the only one left.
Dutchman never possible. Shoots once again.
Yeah. So I don't know if everybody got to see the dream catchers.
Help of Irish police.
Oh.
Be so careful, you.
Well, yeah, I've got quite a few of them now.
On making in court.
It got me.
Those ones of you arson.
Chin against God's. There's whistling.
All right. So with that, I say adieu.
Council.
Yeah, medicine. I gotta take my medicine. Yes, I do.
Shot across the cat.
Okay, so put a little pendulum over. Oh, you're on the little angel. That's
And not.
okay. So I'm gonna work on another dream catcher tonight.
The impression. More like it.
All right, everything's cleaned up for another night. So I'll see you guys later on the flip side of life. May your evening be blessed and enjoyable.
Memorandum.
And if you have any questions, don't forget to like, share, comment on the video. If you need to email me, shamanemme333@gmail.com. Discord app will have that information as well. So I'll see you guys all over there.